Welcome.
Welcome to Super Plans
TV.
We have a little live update for you.
Because it has been a while. Like last time we did that, it was actually in Cyprus.
In Cyprus?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are in LA. Surprise. We are somewhere else.
Yes, and as you maybe heard from one of the newsletters or read there, is we're house hunting.
We are very much house hunting.
And I appreciated all of you wrote us an email with tips and tricks and different places we should move to. One of you said we should go to the East Coast. Someone said, good luck with it. So we appreciate you reaching out and give us the best wishes because we need it. Yeah,
it's a process. It's a process to kind of figure out like, where do we want to live life? Where do we see the kids growing up? Which I feel just brings like a whole, at least for me, a whole new dynamic to it.
So we clearly need all your advice, so keep them coming. Keep them coming.
I mean, we just want to find now a house for next year to kind of have like a stationary place for next year. From there to figure out like what is going to be the long-term place. But we'll just take it year by year for now.
But we love the winter in LA. It's sunshine, it's beach. Lily is now 11 months today.
Oh yeah, okay, so one thing I want to say about LA still, which is so amazing in LA, is that farmers markets are so good and the fresh produce is so amazing. It's incredible. But yeah, Lily did her first steps, which is so major, and it's...
But no steps since.
I was just so crazy because I was like, oh wow, Leo just started walking like last year, October. It was like just a year ago, and it's just like, I feel like once they start walking, it's just like this whole new world opens up for them, and it's just a whole new experience. So it just felt like a big deal. She's not walking all the time, but she's like, takes her moments.
She wants to walk.
She very much wants to walk. She very much wants to do everything by herself. Can not relate at all.
So if any of you have more than one kid and want to give us some tips on this, Leo wants everything Lily has. Lily wants everything Leo has in the same time, at the same moment. Yeah. And that's usually our day sometimes to like not have like, them on top of each other.
I'm like a judge.
And it's like, no, you have this, you have this, you go there.
My new mantra is 2 of everything.
2 of everything. I bought 2 balls the other day. That was great.
It was fantastic.
Pink ball and a blue ball. So Lily has a pink one, you has a blue one.
Yeah, no, that was great. That is very much happening. Otherwise, we're just kind of getting in a routine. Oh, big major update, very important.
We have a little office in Santa Monica here in LA. I rented myself a little room.
In a co-working
space with 2-3 desks. I love to close the door and be myself and work. So I really needed that, and I'm excited to have back. We have an office. We're back with an office.
We have an office. I don't know if we're back, but we have an office.
We have an office. Almost back.
Michael's back.
Lovely office. Calling you. We had the first VIP call last week. Thank you so much for the few that joined. Love it. We were sharing our health stories with each other. We're giving us tips and tricks. You were giving the other person tips and suggestions. So we love hearing from you. We love connecting. I had this other message the other day around one-on-one calls. We're bringing back one-on-one calls. So if you want to talk to me or Kristel one-on-one, share your story, or just want to ask some questions, have some health coaching or something, just reach out. We're here.
So basically part of like the membership, so if you subscribe to the products, right, you always save 10%, you have free shipping. But also part of that is also actually this monthly call with either you or me, or sometimes we'll do it together, sometimes we'll get a guest speaker. But it's like a really fun, it's gonna be fun. It's a fun thing.
And we just had obviously Thanksgiving, the last few days and the holidays.
Yeah,
and
it felt really nice. We were a lot on the beach.
We did a lot of very good cooking.
Then we got a cargo bike and it's amazing.
We got a cargo bike the other week, which is electric.
Yes.
Cargo bike.
Yeah, it's a cargo bike
with
the kids are in front, and it's just so fun to just we just bike to the beach, and it's just like, I don't know. We did it in Amsterdam too, and it's just something that they enjoy so much, and it just gives you just this little bit more freedom for not having to use the car or the stroller. You can
We
still
love cargo
go
bikes.
places.
Huge fan.
Fan.
I want to say something about Black Friday and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, go. Sorry.
It felt very relaxed this year because we're not offering crazy discounts because we're not subscribing to this discount culture anymore. So you as members,
that is the biggest discount.
You always get the biggest discount, 10% off, free shipping at all times throughout the year. We want to value you as a member the most, and we don't want to have always this discounts and this 30%, 40% off. That doesn't work business-wise for us. Because we want to have the highest quality possible. We want to source the best ingredients for you, and it just doesn't work with the discount culture. And so it felt very relaxing this time around because we were not trying to make sales and this, and people get on discounts and not.
It was just
and one more discount and one more day discount and one more day discount. So you're not going to see that from us anymore.
No, that's true.
And so it felt very relaxing.
Yeah, I felt very relaxed. I think one other update, I feel like in LA, kind of our routine, because I want to just like quickly so there's gonna be a little piece on like, if you think about like, we get up, we have breakfast, like it's so funny in every place we are. We also have an Amsterdam video, we have a Cyprus video. Our breakfast always looks a little bit different. So like I feel right now, also at this time of the year, it's mostly some sort of fresh fruit, which is then like mandarins right now are
still
very good. Strawberries we can find on the farmer's market, fresh apples. Then Michael likes to make an oatmeal. We make either a savory oatmeal or like a berry oatmeal.
And the difference in LA with the oatmeal is it's a buckwheat oatmeal.
Yeah, we have a buckwheat oatmeal, which is so great.
So huge tip for everybody who's not a big oatmeal fan, but try buckwheat oats.
Yeah, it works really so much better actually for my digestion. Another thing we sometimes have instead of oats is like buckwheat bread, which is this frozen bread that you just throw in a toaster. It's just buckwheat and water, which is really good with nut butter on there or avo on there.
It's great.
And then I always make a big smoothie. Sometimes I kind of rediscovered my juicer, so I like twice a week or something make a fresh juice, but always also a big smoothie, either a berry smoothie, and then I hide like the greens in there, or a big green smoothie, and that's just something as a family we always have and share together.
And I know what you're thinking, oh my god, it's going to take forever and you have this elaborate breakfast. Yes, one of the major points here is we do have breakfast together.
Yeah.
And I know for some of you that might be not possible, or you think you don't have the time, but we rather get up earlier and have a sit-down breakfast to start the day, to not rush out, but and really have foundation of food.
And I feel it's so much more.
Yeah, and as always, when I rush out the door and do not have breakfast, I feel like I'm eating unhealthier and or more during the day, just because I feel like hungry at all times. If I don't have breakfast, I'm like so hungry at lunch. I tend to then to eat too much.
Yeah.
And then I'm like tired, and then I'm eating more. It's always a whole cycle.
So I saw this funny fact, which I think is so fascinating. There was like, it's just on mice, but it's like, it still shows. So basically with mice, they were giving them all this unhealthy foods. And there was just like this one group of mice that, so all the mice were getting fat. They got heart disease, all these things, cholesterol up. But there was this one group of mice that didn't, even though they got the same unhealthy food. And they were like, what's happening? I don't understand what's going on. No, they didn't have breakfast. But instead of, everyone was throwing the food to the mice, and the researcher with the other group of mice was like stroking them, and here's your food. And it was like this love and connection around the meal that then didn't have therefore such a negative effect on their health, which I thought was so fascinating. And it's just remembering how important the intention is of when you have your meal and the energy, right? So I really believe that sitting down and taking the time to eat, and especially like around your loved ones, is such a beautiful thing to do, versus like when you're rushing and just like eating on the go. And it's just a completely different experience.
And even if you don't have time in the morning, pause even for a split second, right? Think about the food you're about, or the drink you're about to drink.
Yeah, put the good
and everybody
vibes
has
in there.
15 minutes to actually sit down and eat something in the morning.
Yeah,
I highly recommend breakfast. We're huge breakfast people.
We're just huge sit down meal people. We sit a little longer than 15 minutes. Leo takes his time, so we all take our time. But it's a good way, you know, we all sit and we can, you know, we often already talk about whether it's the day or things we kind of, you know, it's a moment for us to connect as well. So I think it's nice. The kids are also used to sitting down. And then, I mean,
last update, a huge update.
Yeah, well, I want to quickly like lunch. So lunch mostly for me right now, kind of my mom hack, I call it, is like this huge salad. I just like have pre-washed like rucola or spinach from the market, and I maybe buy some fresh sprouts, and then I just make a quick dressing, and I often make already more dressing, so you kind of just have it ready to go. And that's just like the quickest thing. Even if I don't have time to cut all this other vegetables up, I'm like, at least I'm getting just a huge thing of like greens in, especially if you're not there potentially during lunch. Then, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm getting my greens in while I'm also making, you know, lunch for the kids and giving them something.
Another big thing we're doing is bread. We talked about that.
Wheat bread,
that's my quicker lunch. If I don't have as much time, I just sit down again, make a couple breads with some spreads, avocado bread.
Avo bread, I love avos.
Some tofu on the side or pomfu.
Yeah. And Leo and Lily love that as well. They love avocado on their bread. I also sometimes put tahini on their bread, which is actually quite high in calcium, which is really great for kids.
And one other thing we not doing as much lately, but we had it today, is leftovers.
Yeah, so we had leftover
ones. That's the major hack.
That's a major hack. If you have some leftover,
just make more for dinner.
Especially for the kids, right? If you have a little bit of like dinner left, it's such a great way of like having their lunch already ready. I often do a little bit leftover pasta, for example, and then maybe with some fresh cucumber or tomato on the side. So like a little bit this combination of lunch with something fresh again, and then like something with like carbs or a little piece of tofu or something.
Oh, we have been eating lately a lot of nut butter.
Lately or just
always? But here it's different than in Cyprus. We're eating all kinds of, we're like
nut and seed butter.
We're nut butter, how do you say, connoisseurs?
Connoisseurs, yeah.
We're like having a raw almond butter. We have
don't ask us about wine, but ask us about all the nut butters.
And shout out to this brand we're
Not
eating. Not so.
It's in our email.
It's an email.
Yeah, it's a tip.
It's a tip.
Yeah.
Love this. It's all a combination of all different nut butters and seeds and stuff. It's so great right now.
It's so great. And dinners is always more kind of usual. We do eat here like Asian stir fry greens, which is a video from last week. So go check it out.
So good.
We make pastas. We do pumpkin curry. We kind of just all switch it up. Just a ton of like veggies.
And as you know us, we wrote a whole book about it, how easy...
Your Super Life book.
The cookbook, check that out. How easy dinners is for us to cook. It's like literally, the cutting takes maybe 10-15 minutes, and then we let it simmer and boil.
I mean, it's funny that you say we, because I'm pretty sure
Kristel's cooking majority of times. I did a couple times the pumpkin curry now.
Oh, that's true. You cook like once or twice. Once.
Right. So and again, also your dinners, the stir fry and the recipe you see, super quick, super easy. So and whoever can, we're cooking earlier than at dinner time.
Yeah. So right now I am kind of in a routine of like once they wake up from a nap, I cook with the kids together. Leo is like, we have this like standing tower, and Leo is, you know, helping me cut and wash different things. They enjoy it. It's like actually a really fun activity to do with the kids. And I think it's just like, I don't know, I feel I'm trying to kind of figure out this balance of like the kids' activities and the adult stuff, and where can I include them in my life, so that it's like cooking, doing groceries. I always go to the farmer's market with them. So it's very much a balance act. It's as much as a balance act of like, when do I work? And then
the last thing we're eating or drinking is usually a latte the last few days in the week.
Something new is coming end of
this month. Something new is coming end of the month. You're doing a rose latte too sometimes?
Rose latte I also like, but actually my favorite is definitely kind of yellowish thing.
Yellow with turmeric, usually.
So very excited to bring that to you guys. And there is the quick update, which we are sharing already in different channels, but Europe is happening this month as well. So anyone in Europe, the first 3 products, the multi, the daily greens, and the beauty berries are going to be available. Probably the pre-orders are starting on the 17th, but then towards end of the month, they're going to be shipping.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
I'm working as hard as I can on it.
It's a process.
Okay, and then the major update is...
Last thing, because we just keep talking.
This is new.
This is the multi. Hey, it feels so good to hold it.
It just arrived yesterday for us. Yours might be getting in today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, next week.
Well, when they're watching this video, if you pre-ordered, you definitely got it already.
Yeah. We have our challenge now of 30 days. We're starting every day, first thing in the morning.
Yeah, with breakfast.
With breakfast, we're taking these. We got already a couple of questions from you. It's like, why do I need a multi if I have the other powders and products?
It's a great question.
And this is really the foundation of health. Why? Because it covers really the vitamins, minerals you need every day. That doesn't mean we not loading up on the other powders, but this gives you kind of the basis. The basis
of the vitamins, right? So like
exactly.
the daily greens is a lot of greens, the beauty berries is a lot of
you
berries.
Still need them.
Much more focused on the greens and antioxidants. And this is just making sure you hit every single vitamin. Obviously, there are vitamins in some of these other mixes as well.
Of course.
But I do know from a lot of people, even if they have daily greens and beauty berries, they're not using it every single day because they're not every day making a smoothie or an oatmeal where they're putting them in. So we really wanted to make something that you can easily travel with, easily have it always with you, making sure you really hit all those vitamins in one time.
And do it every day.
And it's, it's organic and it's from plants. So it's like, it's a similar concept. It's just the way to use it is super easy. And it really covers just, with just 2 capsules, everything. So
2
it's
capsules we're doing, and then that's
maybe
it. I don't have to think about it
maybe
anymore.
it's even also because we became parents and we just have even less time. We're
Less
just
time.
like, we need, and plus we're around more snother than ever before.
So we want to overload on these. They're so great to share. So tell all your friends, even if they're not into smoothies, etc. They can take this. We know it from our own family. My own family are
they're
now
not making smoothies.
They don't make smoothies.
They never use the powders.
Not really make, but this one they're like, okay, we're excited about this. So share this with friends if they don't know anything about this. Share them that they can have a really clean, made from real plants multivitamin that makes a huge difference in their life. They're gonna feel much better, much more energy, and have a better immunity with this.
Yep. And let's pause here because I think we'd otherwise just keep talking for another hour.
Leave in the comments any feedback,
any questions, any other videos you want to see, more recipes, whatever it is. We're so excited to connect with you.
Yes.
See you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.